Welcome to F-Ed's KetoWay. This is a journal of F-Ed Knutson's weight loss using nutritional ketogenesis. Let's see what Ed has for us today.
Okay, this is Ed KetoWay Day 8. Okay, I didn't make a video yesterday. I had a good day. I kept busy. I did some things that I needed to do for my... I point over here. Can you see me point over here? That's my... I'm in my voiceover studio, but that is my voiceover booth. Yes, booth. And I had to do some ducting to get some fresh air into it. I already had a system, but I needed to... needed to get some air directly from the air conditioner. So I ran... Anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Stuff you don't care about, right? So here I am, Sunday evening. I did have a visitor today. I do acting. I don't know if anybody knows that. I'm a character actor, and I get to star in a short film several years ago, and the producer, director, writer, etc. is a friend of mine. Well, he became a friend after that, I guess, but we are still in contact. And so we got together. We hadn't been together in a while. We went to Denny's, and I ate carbs, okay? But there's no big deal because I know what I did, and I knew it before I did it, and I'm fasting the rest of the day. That was the only meal I've had today, and it was good, I'll admit. Pancakes, and I didn't put a whole lot of syrup on them, but then I had eggs and bacon, sausage, and some hash brown potatoes. Potatoes, of course, high in carbs. And all I did is pepper those with a little, I don't salt my food really anyway. But that's as much as I fell off. Let's just not say I fell off. Let's say I treated myself. Okay, and I know to fast the rest of the day, which I'm doing. And I don't feel hungry. I'm down 10 pounds. That's the good news. Okay, I lost about 8 pounds on the first day from water. The true measure is after the first full week of fasting, I got used to the diuresis that I went through. I've been holding my own there with my keto diet. I don't eat whipping cream, and so I don't have a problem with getting off that. I do like my cheese, so I'm going to go a week without cheese, so it'll just be meat and fat. And of course, vegetables. I bought some. I have some kale, and here. Where's my list? I don't know where it went. It's around here. It is, right under this pair of pliers. Yeah, see. Okay, this list is it's a mighty list. So much for that. Enough goofing around. So when I went grocery shopping, I'm not going to be eating cheese this week, but I did buy a bag of cheese sticks, mozzarella. And so anyway, when I went, I wanted, there's 5 basic products that I wanted to get. I got a little more. Have you ever got shopping and got only what was on the list? No, of course, I ended up like with a list that would have been down to here. However, of course, dog snacks for Two's dog. I've got 5 B's. B, the letter B, 5 B's. Okay, bacon, beef, butter, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. I got all of those, and brassica. Brassica? You ask? Brassica. The word. What is it they called when the classification? The scientific name and all blah blah blah. Brassica oleaceae. Oleracea, okay? That's Brassica, and then Oleracea, because I don't like saying kale. Did you know that kale is actually brassica? And brassica is in the cabbage family. And by watching some videos, I found out that, hey, you don't have to eat it like just plain. We've got bacon grease, we've got butter, we've got, I ordered this lard, which is some pig lard from Spain. All right, get this. They let the pigs go out into the oak orchard, I guess you call it oak orchard forest, where they eat nothing but, well, not nothing but mostly they eat acorns. So these, and this is to live for. I don't like the phrase to die for, because if I die, I can't eat it again. You dig my jive? Okay, so this is to live for. I will do all I can to stay alive to eat more of this. It's lard, flavored from the back. They call it back strap, but the fat back on the pig that ate acorns, and it's supposed to be really good. Like, so I ordered. It's really expensive, but you know what? It says take a little shaving of it and use it instead of butter on your bread. Well, I don't eat bread, but I'm gonna try it in my coffee, and maybe when I cook some kale. I also bought some spinach, and I bought broccoli, and I brought Brussels sprouts. I love all of those. So I think the first week I did have a little problem with light plugging. Let's call it what it is, constipation. It wasn't bad, but I did get some magnesium citrate and sit right, sit up straight, sit up right, sit citrate, whatever. And I bought some of that, and I'm not going to go into anything else about it, but it worked. Okay, so that was it. I got the magnesium citrate and used it sparingly, and as you know, if you've ever used it, it works quite well. Plus, it gets you magnesium in your diet. And then let's see, what else? I'm down to 10 pounds, and it stayed off. Okay, going forward, I know that I can do it. Down 10 pounds from 299 to like 289, and I actually tried the scale twice this morning, and one time it was 12 pounds, and I'm just going to stay with the 10, because 10 still makes me happy. 10 pounds in a week, my first week. I do mention that I am feeling better in my aches and my joints. I think I mentioned that in a couple of other videos, but this is going to be starting this is my second week now. This is day 8, and when I ate on the 8th day, like I said, I went to Denny's, and now I'm going to fast and go past that, and I'm not really hungry. So tomorrow morning I will have my coffee with butter and go till noon. And then I have some pork ribs that I'll probably eat for noon, and then I'm going to fill you in on how I do. But I feel really good. The mind clarity is still there, even though I had some carbs today. And I'm going forward. Remember that, go forward. And although I talked about willpower, and I call mine Ed Power, well, my Ed Power argued with my, I don't know who else's power, Denny's. Denny's restaurant. So Denny's power talked me into going ahead and just going and splurging a little. And most likely subconsciously I was thinking, well, I lost 10 pounds. And I've got to stop that. So I made the decision. I thought it over well afterwards. And I could have just ordered something really light and no carbs. But I didn't. But I'll get past that. So from now on, I'll call upon my Ed Power, okay? And there we go. So anyway, that's about 8.5 minutes of me blathering about my weekend and my first week. So I'm going to go forward with my KetoWay. Oh, and I wanted to explain that, why I call it KetoWay. I think it's very important. I don't want to say it's a diet, okay? As we know, when you're on a diet, you're like, oh gosh, when I get off this diet, am I going to gain weight? I want to make it a way of life. And by saying keto way, it's a keto way of life. I think I did mention it in another video, how I used to be a martial artist. I know it's hard to believe. What were you, sumo Ed? Hey, knock it off. And I did take karate, Shotokan, old school Shotokan, where there's only 3 colors of belts, white, brown, and black. And it was so old school, really. It was the original karate that was brought to America in the early 50s. And I learned that it's a way. Karate Do is a way of life. So Karate Do actually means the way, karate way. And so instead of saying Keto Do, Then somebody go, oh, you think martial arts? I didn't know they had a way of eat food to fight. Ooh, food fight. Ah, very interesting. Never thought of that one before. So, anyway, enough of that blathering. Now I'm up to 10 minutes. Okay, good night.
Thanks for joining me on Ed's Keto Way Journey. You can contact me by leaving a message right here on Facebook because, well, I may miss if you leave a comment. Leave a comment anyway, as I do try to read all of them. Most of these videos are also on YouTube at edfilm711. That's one word, edfilm711. Join me next time for another Ed's Keto Way Journey.